Welcome to class 10 of Secretarial practice. Today we are going to study difference between private company and public company. And this we have already studied or dealt in our previous classes. Previous classes I mean in your second PUC and all. So here difference between private company and public company. So first difference on the basis of membership. To form a private company, there should be minimum 2 members and maximum 200 members. And if it is a public company, 7 members are minimum and maximum there is no limit. So then comes to paid up capital. So when it comes to paid up capital, to form a private company, or to be called as a private company, minimum paid up capital is rupees 1 lakh, and to be formed or to be called as a public company, minimum paid up capital should be rupees 5 lakh. So suffix means the word which comes after the main words, right? For example, XYZ is my company's name. So to be called as private company, it should have a suffix called as XYZ Private Limited, which means the private company's name will end with the word called as Private Limited. So if it is a public company and my company is XYZ, my company name will end with XYZ Limited. Then the number of directors. So number of directors. Only 2 directors will be there in the private company. So if it is a public company, minimum, or we can say it must have at least 3 directors. So transfer of shares. So you are going to transfer your shares. Shares cannot be transferred in public company, right? Private company. You are not going to transfer the shares. Members are not allowed to transfer their shares. So if it is a public company, shares can be transferred. Shares can be transferred. The next is invitation to public. So invitation to public is nothing but you are going to, or we can say, public subscription, right? So private company will not invite the public to its shares and debentures, but public company is going to offer your IPO, initial public offering. So public offering is done. So we can say it invites to its public to its shares and debentures. So then next is quorum. So what is this quorum? Quorum is nothing but a minimum members to be present for the meeting. We call it as quorum. So for general meeting in private company, there should be at least 2 members. So in public company, if it is a general meeting, the quorum should be 5. Then the next is prospectus. So prospectus is not issued by private company. Why it is not issued by private company? Especially the prospectus is issued for the public subscription. So they are not going to do any public subscription. They are not going to invite the public to subscribe its shares and debentures. So private company is not going to issue the prospectus. Public company is going to issue the prospectus. So they are going to allow or invite the public to subscribe their shares. So they are going to issue the prospectus. The next is statutory meeting. So statutory meeting, so this is the meeting which is held for the first time or lifetime of the company. So here there is no necessity or there is not compulsory for the private company to hold the statutory meeting. So public company must hold the statutory meeting and it is compulsory. So here we are going to end with the difference between private and public company. So next we are going to study the stages. So it is misprinted or mistyped as states. So it is not states, it is stages or formalities in the formation of company. So it is stages. So forming a company, so there are various stages. So to form a company, we undergo 4 stages: promotion stage, incorporation stage, capital subscription stage, business commencement stage. But very interesting is only the first 2 points will be applicable to the private company, and public company should compulsorily follow or go through all the 4 stages. Okay. The next is the first, promotion stage. So promotion stage, so this is the first stage in the formation of company. So what we are going to do in this stage? Here all the preliminary steps are being undertaken by the promoter, so in building the business enterprise. So who is going to promote the company now? The promoters. So in the promotion stage, promoters are going to carry out all the preliminary steps in building the business enterprise. So it includes, what are the business activities, we may say, right? It includes all the activities from the stage of conceiving an idea to the stage of commencement of business. So which mean, conceiving an idea means when an idea strikes into your mind, so that we call it as conceiving an idea. So from that stage to commencement of business stage, so whatever it is done, so it is done by the promoter. So who is the promoter now? So promoter is a person who is going to bring the company into existence, right? It consists of, promoter is going to undertake the activities like right from the discovery of business opportunity to the commencement of business. So we have various steps here. So steps for promoting or in the promotion stage. So the first, it says discovery of business opportunity. Second, investigation, assembling, financing and presentation of plan. So first is discovery of business opportunity. So what is this discovery? What do you mean by discovery? Discovery is something what we are going to find out which is not known by the people so far, right? We are going to come out with the new ideas of business opportunity. You are going to find out the business opportunity. So right from the conceiving of idea, your promotion start. So promotion begins when new ideas come into the mind, right? Promotion begins when the new idea comes into the mind. So in whose mind it will come? So it will come in the mind of the promoter. It may be used, or we can say it may be using of untapped resources or exploiting the new type of product, so which would open for huge opportunity. So open for huge business opportunity. So what you are going to do here? Here you are going to find out, or when the idea comes into the mind of the promoter, so you are going to take advantage of such things, right? You are going to work on that idea and you are going to grab the business opportunity or find the business opportunity. So in short, we can say the promoter has to find out commercial possibilities of business propositions. So this we call it as discovery of business opportunity. The next is investigation. So what is this investigation? So I said the promoter should find out the commercial possibilities, which means he is going to find out the commercial or the technical and the financial possibilities. So is, or whatever idea you have discovered in the first stage, so whether such ideas are having a possibility. So can I get a commercial benefit? So technical facilities are available. So from where I am going to get the finance? So all this investigation you are going to gather, or we can say you are going to the expert, or the promoter may go to the expert to calculate the earning possibilities in short, or we can say in short, he is going to scrutinize the business plan properly. Whatever plan he has made in the discovery of business, so that plan he is going to scrutinize or examine properly in the investigation stage, right? So the next is assembling. So after investigation you are going to find out, or you will come to know, or you are going to decide whether to take up such idea or to give up it, right? So at the time of investigation you are going to understand what are the risks associated with it. So what you do, possibilities you will be knowing. So what you are going to do now, so those ideas what you have investigated, so now you are going to decide whether to take up or to give up. Okay, give up the risk of promotion. So then what you do, suppose you feel yes this idea is good, so all the possibilities are there, commercial possibilities are there, technical possibility, financial possibilities there, so every possibilities are there, so I can get a good earning, or my plan, whatever business plan I have prepared is good. So what you do here, you are going to take up it. So when you are going to take up, or when you thought of taking up the business, so you are going to collect various inputs to start the business. You are going to make the arrangement for the collecting the various input. So arrangement is done. The next is financing. You have to purchase all such things. So technology should be purchased. So what happens here? You need finance. So the next stage says financing. So financing means your proposed enterprise normally needs huge investment, right? Huge investment is needed. So what you do here, you are going to make the arrangement for the finance to invest in the fixed assets and whatever you need to, or we can say the sufficient working capital. One is to acquire the fixed assets and to provide for sufficient working capital. So in this stage what happens, normally it is a beginning stage, right? So the the finance is normally supplied by the promoter himself. He himself is going to invest first, and is going to, in spite of making every arrangement, okay, if the project is going to fail, the promoter is going to incur the loss. So what happens in financing, you are going to make an arrangement for finance. What is the arrangement now? Why you need the money? You need finance to acquire the fixed assets and provide for the working capital. So normally it is supplied at the beginning, the capital will required in the beginning is supplied by the promoter himself. So as he is going to invest, or he is going to provide the capital, and if the company or if the project is going to fail, so who is going to suffer the loss? The promoter himself is going to suffer the loss. Then the last is presentation of plan. Presentation of plan means whatever business plan you have prepared, we can say assembled and financed business plan, right? So because we have gone through those stages also, assembled and financed business plan is presented to the industrialist and the capitalist. So industrialist and the capitalist. So what happens here? When the business plan is assembled and financed, the promoter presents the plan to the industrialist and capitalist. They sell the whole plan to the industrialist and then get vanished from the scene. So what they do is, they are going to present those plans to the industrialist, and if the industrialist is okay with that plan, industrialist is going to purchase that plan, and from that stage onwards the promoter is going to disappear. So normally what happens, the industrialist then, or we can say normally in India we are not going to sell anything to the industrialist. So instead what we are going to do, the plan what is there, so that will become, or the promoter is not going to vanish, or the promoter is not going to disappear here. Whatever is going to do, whatever presentation of plan is going to do, so that, or he is going to become a part of the management, is going to become the part of the management. So next stages we are going to deal in the next class.